Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. This is episode 2 in my Zero Death Jungle series. This is the games that I play that I feel like I do very, very well in, have a very clear game plan and close out the game very cleanly and not take any risky fights, be very disciplined in my gameplay. So, this is a Hecarim game. I go 10-0 and 10. Game plan win condition. Let's just jump straight into it. So, as we can see here, I am the Hecarim. I've got a Zed, Syndra, Droven Panth bot lane into an Ez Yumi. Rengar jungle. Rengar can be a bit tricky for Hecarim in the early game, especially getting invaded on your red and stuff like that. So we're going to do some things in the early game here to try and mitigate that as much as possible. But as simple it is right now, very simple game plan. We're going to be diving bot lane with Pantheon. Pantheon's excellent diving. I want to get Draven ahead. This is one of the weakest early game bot lanes in the game versus one of the strongest enemy bot lanes in the game, in the early game. So play around that. I'm going to be very, very careful of Shenot at level 6. I need to be constantly reminding myself throughout the game. Play around bot. We're going to get every dragon. Tops our weak side, whatever. Let Syndra do what she wants. So simple path here. Red, Krugs, Raptors, look bot, or we're going to continue to clear. So let's just jump in straight into the game now, and let's see how we execute on this game plan. So let's start with listening how I think about coming up for the game plan this game. Alright, this is got to be one of the harder games for Hecarim. I mean, we can maybe look to dive bot early, but as we can get out of control. Like, we just get outscaled super hard here. What do I go? I think I'll just go red smart, I think, for this Rengar, Julian, and Echo and top side. Even though I want to play towards bot side, we dive bot. Just tell my team what's going on. Yeah, so we're gonna do... Oh, I just gotta ward this in case I get invaded. Reset. And then we... Okay, I can maybe do leashless. Yeah, let's do leashless here. I'll be healthy by the time I go bot. I just don't want Syndra to lose this lane. And also ideally not to know where I start. Or if they try and like fake leash bot, that would be really good. No, back. Alright, so let's break down. My initial reaction there was, this is such a difficult game. The reason I say that is because we just get hard outscaled, but that doesn't really mean it's a difficult game. We just end the game early, you know? Like, if anything, I should be saying in this jam select here, like, alright, I'm just going to go absolutely ham bot. Bot's going to go 0 and 10. If we win the game, we win the game. If we lose the game, we lose the game. You know, then we need to think about, you know, execution, misexecution, and stuff like that. So if anything, I think this is actually a very, very clear game where they're going to hard win or potentially hard lose from some potential failed dives bot. But that's why we need to make sure we're going to be doing, you know, good dives. Next thing to note here is you see how Syndra, I tell her she can't leash me. Part of the reason is because I know she's going to be weak side, and I don't want her to be weak side. So like if Lane is starting lane, she can potentially get a push going. She might, you know, die to just some Rengar ganks, but she'll still be getting pretty strong getting CS and stuff like that. So, you know, I might have to come there and maybe try and break a wave for her. But, I mean, I'm fine for her to go 0 and 10 this game. But, again, the only other benefit as well is the enemy team doesn't know where I started. You can pretty much assume that Hecarim's starting here, but you don't know for sure. Hecarim's clear is also very healthy when you start with red buff. And I ward here because the only way to counter my early game plan here is to invade me on my red. And Rengar is actually can potentially do it, especially with Shen against Hecarim and Syndra. That's a very big possibility, so I need to make sure I can deal with the lane invade because that would really screw me here. So that's why I put down the ward. Just hit the big one. Don't hit the small one at all. Let that die. Spread your auto attacks across these two. Oh, I messed up the holding Q stacks there. It's alright. It's actually not that too big of a deal. I'm going to actually make a video on the Hecarim clear, but I found that it doesn't actually matter if you keep your stacks up between Krugs and Raptors that much. The more important one is actually keeping it up from Raptors to Wolves. Again, I'll potentially make a video of that pretty soon, but it actually doesn't really matter. But the red, the Krugs are Raptors. So yeah, we're definitely looking bot here. Actually, what I want to do here is... Okay, we actually can't do this. It's fine, I'll just get level 4. So, I obviously made the decision... Well, firstly, I just completely stuffed up the Raptors to Wolves transition. It's actually very difficult to do. I've been struggling a bit with it. I am constantly panning my camera bot, and I'm identifying right now. So my original game plan is 3 and then dive bot. I just have a weird feeling about bot right now. Like, we don't have really a big wave stacked right now. And Hecarim's level 4 clear is actually just so good. I want to be like level 4, to ideally gank bot. So I'm sort of committing right now. I have to commit to getting level 4 now because I don't have a point in E, so I'm literally useless. So 2 points in Q, I want to power farm, and then I'm going to come down bot for level 4. And I'm hoping that the wave's going to be in a better spot then, so then we can do a more guaranteed dive. Also, the other thing here as well, you might have noticed, I actually didn't ping. This is a huge sin that I talk about in my games all the time. I didn't ping or even talk about really where Rengar started. I had an assumption that he started red, which is just a huge mistake. I need to ping it for my team, and I need to check. And as we can see here, he definitely gets a bot leash, but I should be at least pinging for my team, and just letting my Syndra know. So right now I'm not thinking about Rengar at all, which is a huge mistake, because if he started blue, I need to be considering that right now, for bot. So this could have lost me the game, potentially. But I'm sort of a bit lucky here, to be honest. And then Rengar could be here, but I assume he's just topside, right? Great assumption, Nathan. Yes, he is topside, but why didn't you look, So, anyway, so let's go for this dive play here. I should still be panning my camera mid, even though I'm going bot, just in case something's happening mid as well, in case there's no options. I mean, I'm very tunnel focused on bot right now, tunnel vision, so I think I definitely should be... You still want to be panning your camera always to the 2 closest lanes, again, mid and bot here. So that's something I could improve on. So we need to hard push this. And this is the wave we're going to dive on. Alright, so notice there the waiting, the patience for the waiting to crash the wave on the tower. As soon as it was about to crash, I come there, I pop Ghost instantly, because I know I'm going to all-in commit to this dive. Come on there, Pantheon tanks really well. And Echo actually, we even get Echo's TP here, and he greeds, but this is this is best case scenario for our early game. Excellent execution of our, our game plan win condition here. Excellent. Take these Krugs, ping Rengar topside because he's topside. Really clean execution dive there. Hopefully Rengar doesn't come here and... Oh, that was pretty obvious. Gotta run for my life, Rengar could be coming. Actually, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna create an efficient Jungle path around. Actually, we should kill mid here real quick. Yeah. Alright, it's TPs all over the place. And then we're going to create an efficient jungle path around bot side here. So then we do Raptors, Krugs. Alright, so that was pretty much just a really lucky gank. I was going to pass up to do Raptors anyway. Free mid gank, Pantheon's coming out of base. One thing I want you to notice there is look at the execution of the way I executed that mechanically with Hecarim. I am E'ing in front to knock Echo back. Really important is if you can do, again, to close the distance that it's going to take for them to get from to their safety of their tower. And then just back bot. We just need to kill bot on repeat. They have no summoner spells. Just going to ping Rengar here because Rengar's obviously there. Alright, excellent. Good work, Pantheon. So we're doing pretty good here. We're going to go after bot. We do Gromp. We'll be level 6. Then we're going to kill bot. So getting in my head, very clear path to close out this game here. Krugs, reset, get level 6 off Gromp, the experience. You know, I'm not going to get level 6 off these Krugs. Before I do anything, get ult, and then look to just dive bot again. Again, that might not be the case. I might have to think, but that's right now. That's the direction of my gameplay. Probably should be smarting the big Krug there. I don't know what I'm doing there. So, Divine Sundra into maybe Ravenous this game. We'll see how we go. We'll see how far ahead we are. Let's go to Boots. I think this is a Divine Sundra into Ravenous Hydra game. Oh, it's a stun. That's unfortunate. That's actually really bad for us. So I might quickly snag a Gromp here. Alright, so our initial game plan, Draven's dead. We can't really be diving bot here. So let's figure out, let's watch how I adapt now. What's the next game plan? What's the next move? I said get a lot of plates off that. Level 6. Get the crab. Didn't keep my stacks up again. I believe Echo has ult. So Rengar's red buff's going to be coming up soon. Rengar's top side, so he definitely dived this. He does have ult. Doubt Yumi's coming here. Yumi's not very good at roaming like this. Alright, so great small wins there. Remember playing around Chenault. Notice how I didn't fully commit. I actually didn't say it, but I'm definitely thinking about Chenault here. But this is a huge win for us. You know, so that's why I didn't fully commit. As soon as I got the Chenault, straight back, E away, run away. So really important to be thinking about Chenault this game. Alright, then we can kill Shen now. Oh no, we should kill Ezreal actually. I'm just going to snag the red real quick. This might be a pretty big tempo loss. I think it's necessary though. I know Rengar's coming bot side now. Yeah, so I think what we do here... Oh no, Rengar, he should come here. Yeah, come here. Rengar will be here in just a moment. Okay, and then now we go kill bot here. Or we could just deny CS. Deny CS is still fine. We've got a control ward here. I'm losing my top side for this. And we just let Ezreal think that I'm still there. Never mind, Yumi's back now. I think Ezreal, I think Echo still doesn't have ult, so I think we can still go for this. Alright, so I didn't really have to commit there. I mean, that was a huge win, so we don't have to kill Ezreal there. Look, Draven's getting all these plates, bot's on 2 plates right now. Ezreal's just losing CS. We can just relax. The pressure, the physical presence is pressure. Don't always think about in League, the only way you accelerate a game is through getting kills. Denying CS is huge. I mean, 2 waves is more than a kill. So Ezreal is very, very starved right now, which is great. I'm still playing around my win con, even though we're not getting technically kills now. We've technically dive bot once, you know, so again, well, I had to adapt. My Draven died, we had to adapt. And that was the adaptation. Look for a play mid with Pantheon, and then potentially look bot, nothing with bot. Now we just relax, clear some vision, and then let's see what we do next. Looks like Echo's actually just completely ditched mid here. It's now the Shen. Alright, so let's go a bit back there. I don't actually say it, but right now I'm actually coming to Zed. So I'm using him as bait. Remember, I know that Rengar's topside, I said before, Rengar's take all my topside camps are gone, which is fine. So he could potentially get ganked here, but could potentially base. Pantheon doesn't have ult yet, but notice this little movement, this jagged little movement. Looks like Echo's actually just completely ditched mid here. It's now the Shen. So you see how Shen goes on him, but I still just a little bit patient here, because I'm waiting for Rengar to engage first. Hecarim is a fantastic counter ganker. This is his strength. You're going to be able to clean up very easily here. So again, don't just think about something's not gankable because they're fully pushed up under tower. Think about the counter gank. Again, this is through tracking Rengar. Alright, let's get some plates here. I did just get my my red buff reset, so that means he's taken my red buff. This crab could be gone. I would love to get Rift Herald here, then use this to break mid or bot. So let's just sweep this. So this wouldn't be something I would necessarily be that focused on. I did say I wanted to get every dragon here. This is actually such a free opportunity. It's not so much me getting the Rift Herald here. It's more me denying the Rift Herald, so then they have no options. Like, even if they're killing top and I'm still killing bot, they can't just break top and we still have all towers up. So that's actually the more what I'm thinking of, the denial of the Rift Herald, and this is such an easy opportunity. There's no way Rengar's going to be rushing to get dragon here. You know, I'm all good. Like, again, in my mind, top jungle's gone. I get this, reset Divine Sunderer, come straight bot. We look to pressure bot again. And then we'll check out full top side here, then reset, and then we're going to play around this Draven here. Zed's also very strong. Oh, I really wanted the gold from that. We just back off. Don't fight, don't fight. And yeah, he's taken, so red Krugs. Krugs could be up, but it's too inefficient. No, I really don't want to fight that. Let's get Sunra. Let's get... I'm actually going to go for the steel plates this game. I want level 8 before I go for this, just to give me extra stats. So let's get this blue. So notice all these things I'm thinking there. So I don't want to take that fight at all. Taking that fight would be such a low impact kill. The way that I close this game out in the next, 10 or so minutes is by just going bot. No mid-fight shenanigans. I need to go help bot here. The other thing here is, notice I'm conscious of my experience here. I'm 1 camp off level 8. Why not get the quick stats right there to be even stronger? Levels are really OP in League of Legends. So if you're close to it before I gank and you can do it, take the camp. Get the levels. Get some extra CDR as well. Say on the way bot. Mid's going to die naturally. Top's pretty low. I don't really care too much about dragons right now. Yeah, I don't have ults. This play becomes significantly harder to do. So notice how I'm just thinking of stuff here. Like, I know ult plays much harder to do. It's possible, but it's more difficult, which means I need to play it differently. This is such an important mindset with Hecarim. Without your ult, you're significantly weaker. Alright, we just back off here. Let's just break bot real quick. That would be really good. Alright, so let's replay that. A couple of things I want for you to take note here. The patience of me understanding, look at where my team is, even though I lose dragon, I mean, even though they're on dragon, I can't contest it. I'll just die if I go in. I don't have ult. So this is a common thing I see with lower elo players as well. Right now, they'll be like, okay, they're taking dragon. I'm 4-0 Hecarim. I'm so fed. Just go for it. I'm not going to let them take dragon. My game plan was to take every dragon. You need to accept reality very quickly in League of Legends. I accept I've lost the dragon, and my mindset shifts to I'm now playing for the fight. So that's the first thing. Next thing I want you to notice is look at when Rengar is on me, like Rengar's on my Draven. I hold my E. The way you need to view your E in these fights is don't ever use short range E's unless you really need to save someone or one-shot someone. My idea is like, I'm going to get this kill on Rengar or Yuumi, and then I'm going to save my E for the chase to go on, other champions. And the last thing there is just understanding, okay, I would be into an Echo and Ezreal. It's not necessary at all. So I instantly decide to back off. So let's watch this again. Alright, we just back off. Yeah, let's just break bot real quick. That would be really good. Syndra actually cancelled that Shen ult. So let's just pop this tower real quick. Take his Krugs while I'm at it here, and then looking to potentially do a full clear of his jungle. Yeah, you got to be really cautious in those fights, because fighting with that ult is obviously very difficult as Hecarim. Definitely don't want to turn on Yuumi there. That's going to be a bait. We can maybe look to do something mid. I don't think Rengar's here just yet. We just back off here. Just go back to clearing our camps. No need to risk anything. We just relax. Make sure we extend our lead through experience and gold. I definitely want to be a lot further ahead in CS right now. So let's just focus on that. Alright, so understanding the next objective here is not actually towers or anything. It's actually to get my camps. And a common thing is like, okay, well, like, Nathan, you got to keep getting objectives. We got to accelerate the game. The enemy team outscales us. It's like, yes, that's true, but let's just get some strength. Let's reset, and then we come back for our next move on the map. There's no point. You don't need to rush. This is one of the principles I teach my coaching clients is the more patient we are, the quicker we win, the harder we force, the quicker we lose. So I could easily be like, yes, I'm 4-0 Hecarim. I'm going to force. Like, just relax, take your camps, get strong as possible, and then do your next move on the camp and take the next objective, make it being 100%. Really important mindset. Just relax. Even relax in these games. Don't feel the pressure of outscale. We're in the driver's seat. This game is all in our control as long as we keep having direction in our gameplay. I wonder if anyone on my team gets Black Cleaver. I think I need to get Black Cleaver actually this game. I'm just going to ask. So I'm actually a really big fan of the Divine Sunray Black Cleaver game, even though it doesn't really make sense because I'm only against really like one tank here. I just love the build. I'm testing out a lot of stuff. You can also go Sterak's next. I think in hindsight, I probably should have gone on Sterak's, for the burst from Echo and Rengar, but that's why I'm sort of loving the build. And I asked about Cleaver for Zed is because Cleaver helps, it's for your team. So if we have two Cleavers, it's sort of inefficient. So I'm asking, Zed actually builds Cleaver in his build, so I'll just check in. So that's why I was asking that here. About Cleaver here. Okay, he's actually top side. He took my red again. No, my red's not up yet. Okay, we have Ghosts. We should be 2 quick clean kills. Just going to just finish off Rengar real quick here. Get in front of him, make sure movement's beautiful. So this is a mechanical mistake which is going to force me to ult here. I should have been thinking about Rengar jumping to the minions and actually walk in. You notice here that I actually walk forwards. In front of him, make sure. So you see how I'm walking forwards here, but my movement should be here to cut him off. Because he's obviously going to jump to a minion right now. He's going to try and escape. That's what Rengars always do. So now I have to use my ult, unfortunately, which I probably shouldn't have had to. Movement's beautiful. I think I have to actually ult this. Oh, that's really big misplay from there. It's really big. Okay, we need to help this. Hold E, hold E, hold E, hold E. And he's gone. So let's go for this bot crab here. We have a lot of gold right now. I want to be resetting ASAP. Conscious of my gold, conscious I want to reset. Always be looking at your gold. There's so many situations where you get stuck on the map and you're like, oh, I have 4,000 gold. I just took a fight and we died. Why did we lose? I'm 5-0. Oh, because you're sitting on 4,000 gold, Nathan. So always be thinking about basing. Don't overstay on the map. Let's push this wave in, get bot crab, take his raptors. If Ezreal's not already on it. Make sure we last hit in the cannon. I don't think he got raptors here. Excellent. Clear that because it's most likely watered. Rengar's coming back here. I don't have ult, so I need to be very cautious. I'm ready to back out very quickly. Shen probably has R as well. Need to consider that. Considering everything that's going on, visualizing this team fight. And I'm also, I should mention, I'm sitting on 2,500 gold. We don't want to be fighting, but I'm ready to back off and let my team die very quickly. I'm prepared for that. I'm not going to commit to a fight without my ult. That's not looking good, especially when I'm this far ahead. You're just going to throw the game. And we just keep farming here. Thought I could actually E over the wall there. I can't hit this. Wait for him to reset. Just tell Syndra to back. I really want to base right now. Get Gromp off the map. And then I definitely want to be playing around my Z. I mean, I have a lot of win conditions right now. But right now the priority is just to keep our level, experience and gold advantage over on the Rengar. So on my way Z. I just want to play around Z for this next Rift Tower. Really important for closing out this game very quickly. So let's get Black Cleaver next. Let's build this, we'll build this. So let's get that, and let's get... Oh, this is a slow base. Alright, but they're already making the play top there. Alright, we need to be careful here. We don't have ults. No Z ult, no Syndra ult. Need to be playing around those ults. I'm on my way. And Ezreal we need to be very cautious of. He's going to start getting very strong right now. Ezreal, I mean, even though, you know, it looks like we're very far ahead, they can easily just get out of control and snowball this game. So I'm just going to quickly get a quick kill here. He might have flashed. Make sure we're prioritizing targets here. Alright, so that play, I don't think I actually was thinking about Shen ult. I think I didn't even really care because I was so fed I could one-shot. I want you to notice how committed I was. I didn't hesitate at all. I went all in. It's like Shen ult, whatever, who cares?
Get a quick
I'm
kill
gonna
here.
go for this kill. And then next thing I want you to pay attention, I'm doing max damage. Look at the way I'm weaving in my auto attacks and my Qs, and then prioritizing targets. Ezreal's dead. Then I get Yuumi, and then Shen. So really, really important, again, maximizing damage, weaving in auto attack Q, auto attack Q, auto attack Q, because Q doesn't count as an auto attack reset. He might have flashed. Make sure we're prioritizing targets here. Get the Gromp. And then we definitely want to be looking for Dragon, I think. I mean, it's not really necessary. No, we need this Rift. Rift is more important than Dragon at this point. So always push waves. If no one's going to push mid, always get mid priority. I talk about mid priority always in my content. Mid priority, mid priority, mid priority. Come here for the experience and gold, and also come here for the pressure. So I can push this in. It gives me option to control river. Like I want to, you know, push this. They react to the wave here, and then I have access here. I could look to do stuff bot, whilst they're all wasting their time mid. Mid priority is the key to League of Legends. It's the key to controlling the map, the rivers, objectives like Dragon and Baron. I like Rengar's commentary. I mean, Draven's commentary this game. Rengar's there. I just want to get Rift Herald here to close out this game. They do know that I'm on this and my team's not with me. Rengar could easily ult here. I need to be careful. I'll just ghost away if they come and just concede this. Yeah, here we go. Oh no, they actually don't even want to contest this. So this is, I'm so happy to concede. This is actually a bit of a risky play. One of the rules that I have, again, in the Soul to my coaching clients is never make 2 plays on the map at the same time. The 2 plays happening right now is Dragon's getting taken and Rift Herald's getting taken. So you want to always just be committing to one, because if you spread your resources too thin, the enemy team can find chinks in your armor and capitalize on that vulnerability. But we actually eventually just get Rift Herald because they just don't even want to contest it. Reason being is because they have no vision in the river here at all. Both, I think. I mean, there is a ward here. I probably should have just cleared that ward, to be honest. This is really bad. They have huge information advantage on us right now. Okay, never mind. Apparently they do have vision of us. They just don't want to contest because I think they're really far behind. And Syndra's missing. But again, looks like they're too afraid to fight. I think we just reset here. I just want Crab. I want my Black Cleaver. On item spike's really important here. So I'm just going to ping my team, let my team die, get Black Cleaver. And let's get a Sterax next. I'm feeling a Sterax. I'm not even going to worry about control wards here. It's going to go for the full team fight here. There's a lot of people coming in. Dodge this Ez ult. And then make sure we're coming in to clean this up. So let's pop the Ghost here. Okay, need to wait for... So we really should have waited more for Syndra there before I fully committed. That was a pretty poor ult as well. I ulted in front of Echo. I didn't knock it. I mean, that was sort of an escape ult in a way. But, yeah, I probably should have assessed the situation a bit better there. I sort of wasted my ult pretty hardcore. I didn't need to engage. I should have waited for Syndra a little bit more. Zed's useless. Once Zed has no ult, he's useless. This is actually a 2v5. You know, especially after Draven and Pantheon, you know, dies. Just play in and out really slowly. Let me just back off here. We don't have much mana, so let's just go take his blue buff. Alright, so let's replay that fight again. I want to show you E usage and patience and movement. You see how I'm using E? Hecarim with E, you don't just blindly just use it, especially in these situations. Just run in and just, you know, once your E is gone, you're basically dead. You're basically so vulnerable. So what I'm doing here is I'm using it to dodge skill shots and force them to use all their abilities, and then I can go in. So this is still potentially a risky fight. I was pretty confident we could do this. This is sort of a limit test, but we have to identify why this worked, and it's because of my E usage. It's all about the E. So let's replay this again. Just play in and out really slowly. Let me just back off here. We don't have much mana, so let's just go take his blue buff. Grump and then push top to create some pressure. We've got Herald breaking towers. No, Herald died. That should die to the burn. Make sure we're getting all the CS here. Push this next wave. Ult's coming up soon. Alright, might have to help it again. We need to be very careful of this as Yumi getting out of control, so we need to keep playing very cautiously here. That's such a key statement. It might be sound obvious, but so many times you can get I sort of say you believe your own hype. You're like, I'm 9-0 right now. I can just run on them up and kill everyone. I'm still, in my mind, I'm still playing defensively in a little bit. I'm like, okay, I am against an Ezumi. I still need to be very cautious. They can get out of control and outscale any point in this game. So really important mindset here to be still very cautious. Pick your fights very smart. Just because you're 9-0, yes, I theoretically can kill anyone, but I need to close out the game through high impact kills, through getting objectives. Really important mindset to make sure you're not throwing games like this. Again, this is the importance. This is why I have this series, the Zero Death Jungles series. This is the trap that our players fall into, unfortunately, and they're very far ahead. Okay, so this should be a quick kill here. And then we push mid. Okay, so we pretty close on Sterak, so let's get Sterak. Let's do Gromp, Wolves, then we'll reset for Baron. So we need Baron to close out this game very cleanly. So Baron next, guys. So communicate with the team, understand how I'm going to close out this game in the next, 5 or so minutes. Have indirection at all times. Don't autopilot. Even though we're ahead with 10-0, we have a fancy score. One throw, one mistake is 700 goal shutdown. GG. Trying to shot call for the team here. Again, we can't be getting complacent here that we're super far ahead. So let's come straight for Baron. We can do it on spawn, but we could also look for the fight. Might look for fight. Bait it. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Alright, we should be able to just get this nice and cleanly now. Let's just do Baron. Alright, so next question is here. We need to close out this game through side lanes. So who am I going to hover? So Syndra or Zed goes bot. So Zed bot. I want Zed to go bot. So another reason why I want Zed to be bot is Dragon's coming up here. It's sort of the next objective. So it's sort of like, bot with sort of same amount of objectives on both sides. So let's go bot first, control the dragon, control this area. We could look to get potentially picks here to close out the game as well. So that's why we want to focus bot and not top. So I want Zed to split bot and then we just 4-man it. Just simple 4-1 formation. Also just so we have priority for Baron. So always side lane, side lane, side lane. I meant dragon there, not Baron. Priority for dragon. They see me here, so it's all good. I'm going to come up for this wave. I want to defend this wave as it comes up this tower. So I'm going to wait about 3-4 seconds. Then come onto the wave here. Again, utilizing my wave to see. So we can get some pressure ASAP. And then we disappear back into the jungle. Enemy team's looking to potentially react. So remember, I can get that wave because I'm looking at where my wave is. So I know that it's coming up. This means that there's only this wave. So this will push much quicker. Again, speed, every second counts is important. I'm trying to get as much pressure, hovering bot. I should tell my team to really not be fighting top here. I need them to be getting ready for dragon. That's a communication error on my part because this is not going to win us this game. Syndra's bot. We don't want to fight in top. I'm not top. This is risky. They could throw the game here. I'm going to look for a potential pick mid. Sweep this while I wait for Syndra to get priority. Maybe need to be helping our Zed here. We can probably just push this real quick. But I'm ready to back off very quickly here. Okay, so I'm just adapting to the chaos now. I'm like, alright, well, they're not going bot, they're going top now, so I'm just going to see what we can do mid. But remember, I said I'm very ready to back off. Again, I got this defensive mindset even though I'm head. I'm ready to pull the trigger when there's the right opportunity, but I shouldn't throw the game here. I could easily ult onto Ez and do some fancy thing here. I'm 4 levels ahead, but not necessary to win the game. I'm going to keep emphasizing that. It's important. Just very careful to commit on Ezreal here. He's just going to E away. let's just get this tower. Draven's finishing off that inhib, spreading our damage here. Close out this game nicely. Probably don't need 3 inhibs here. We can just run it in. And Stoax is going to keep me nice and healthy there. And that's a nice 22-minute game. Alright, so here's the final match history. As we can see here, we got a perfect OPGG score of 10 out of 10. 10, 10, there's 10s everywhere here. We did good amounts of damage here. Again, don't really worry too much about the damage. It's more about the execution. And most of our team did really well as well. So what did we do well this game? One thing, leashless. We allowed Syndra to start in lane to get a lead and didn't make it obvious to Wenger where I started. Syndra could have potentially been in a much different situation if I forced her to leash me red. Really important to sometimes let, especially laners that need to get a lead, like Syndra's picked to sort of dominate the Shen in lane. I need to let her start in lane. Otherwise, she's going to lose that advantage. Next thing here is patience. Waiting for min waves to crash before diving. That was on bot. Patience. Wait for the min waves to crash at perfect timing, then ghost, then E. Hecarim mechanic things. Moving forward to knock them back with your E. We constantly create efficient pathing around bot side, going mid, clearing Raptors, Krugs, and going back bot. Clearing top side so enemy Rengar can't counter jungle them, go back bot. Rinse and repeat. So we're getting max experience and gold and also impacting our win condition to close out the game. Small wins, baiting out Shen ult, really important. Every Shen ult we bait out is Syndra getting free farm, is Shen not impacting the map. Basing on Sunrise Spike, not taking pointless fights, important. Basing on the right amount of gold. Identify when I didn't have ults. I also didn't identify when my team didn't have ults. Like no Pantheon ult, no Zed ult. Zed ult, stuff like Syndra ult, they're so important to play around. So you need to always be thinking about, those key abilities. Understood when needed to base, wasn't overstaying, wasn't taking greedy fights, weaving in Qs with auto attacks to maximize damage with Hecarim. Again, that was into that quadra kill, or was it triple kill top side there. Using E to dodge skill shots, that in and out mindset, Don't do the obvious thing and run in there, you're just going to die. And continue to be disciplined in closing out the game. Basing for Baron, always be thinking, okay, what's the next objective? Don't need to fight. Discipline. The enemy team can easily outscale. One throw, we can lose the game. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if there's any questions in the comment section below. Again, experimenting a lot of stuff with this series, so I'm open to things. The format I can change and stuff of this. But again, I want to emphasize here, how do we close out games? How do we not throw the games? Because these games you must win. It's so important if you climb in solo queue. They're easy to win if you have the right game plan and execution, but sometimes you can lose these games very easily if you just drop the ball. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.